What's going on, guys? Asian Guy here, bringing you an update to the Japan server of One Piece Treasure Cruise. We have got a new sugo-fest incoming with a new Bartolomeo Kuma and a new Monet, along with a new legend, Shanks version 2. Now, Bartolomeo Kuma and Monet are both treasure map units, so they're nothing too special. Monet is decent. Kuma is literally one of those units which is like, if you're on treasure map X level, do this or that. So it's not really a unit worth covering, although his splash art does look like a legend tier splash art. But let's get into Shanks V2. This is a pretty hype unit. A lot of people, including Toadski, is not too big of a fan of his captain ability. I myself really like his captain ability. I don't think it's power crept. I think it's relatively balanced compared to all the new legends that have come out recently, and it's just a very exciting captain ability for team building. So Shanks V2, of course, from the Marineford arc, courtesy of World Government, by the way, the artwork here and the data mined information. Thank you very much to them. Shout out to them. Link in the description down below. Shanks V2's captain ability is 2.75 times attack and 1.3 times HP to all units on your team. Now, if you have 4 or more of the same type, so Shanks is an int type, if you have, for example, 2 more int units, you therefore with a double Shanks team have 4 int units on the same team, he will boost their attack by 3.5 times flat. That is, in my opinion, absolutely beautiful. The thing with Shanks which makes him so good is you can run any color team. It will technically be like a monocolor team, but not really monocolor because Shanks himself is in, and if you have double Shanks, you'll have 4 other subs that could be one of whatever color, one of whatever type you want. And I think that's really good because it means he's a captain that's super diverse in what he can clear. You can make multiple different teams. There's no one select dream team, and I really like that. For example, with Lucy or Blucci or Judge, you typically have one dream team, which maybe, depending on what you're clearing, you'll swap out maybe 1, maybe 2 units on that team, but otherwise 4 units on that team are typically always the same. Now with Shanks, other than his captain, him being double captain, all the units can be swapped out for a completely different dream team, multiple dream teams depending on the content that you're trying to clear, and I think that's super exciting. 3.5 times flat is beautiful with 1.3 times HP boost. That's actually a very tanky captain. You're going to be able to hit 30 to 45,000 HP easily depending on what ship you're using as well. Now what makes Shanks even better is his special ability. He adds 0.9 to the chain multiplier. Previous highest was 0.75 courtesy of the most recent rare recruit Marco from the Marineford arc, but 0.9 is huge. It's actually huge. You're gonna have 2 units hitting above 3 times chain multiplier, which is disgusting. Rayleigh, you thought Rayleigh V2 with the times 3 chain lock was really powerful? Well, it still is very powerful. 0.9 times is gonna make your final hit so much higher. It's gonna make it so much higher, and that is bellissimo. But to follow it up, if there are 4 or more units of one type, shuffle all orbs, including block orbs, which is massive, into that type's orb and boost that type by 2.25 times attack. So this treasure map mode, Kuma is an int type. I believe Monet is an int type as well, so clearly what they're going for is a Psy boss. Most likely going to be Sanji. I believe I will cover it in the slide next to this, because after that we're going to be looking at Sanji and Zoro. But the next treasure map mode is going to be Zoro and Sanji. Shanks is designed to absolutely crush that, and obviously if you have Monet and you also have the treasure map Kuma on this team, you already have your 4 int units, and you can put 2 other units, whatever you want. By the way, guys, I believe how it works is those other units will also get a 2.75 times attack boost, which in my opinion is still superb. So yeah, it should definitely work like that. So if you have, for example, 4 Psy units, 4 quick units, 4 strength units on your team, Shanks himself will not get 3.5 times attack. He'll be at 2.75 times, whereas those other 4 units will have 3.5 times attack. But you're basically guaranteeing yourself 2.25 times attack boost for at least 4 units, and of course matching orbs because you're getting rid of block orbs, and that is just superb. The reason, if many of you have watched my stream recently, I've said that Treasure Map Ace is a very powerful free-to-play unit, is because he basically guarantees your entire orb slots to be matching, and I think that is super strong. especially when it gets rid of block orbs. So Shanks does that, he covers that. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, 2.75 times to 2 units if you are running Shanks, double Shanks with non-int units is a little bit not too strong, but it doesn't matter because the first 2 hits probably shouldn't really matter that much because you got 0.9 times chain boost as well, which is huge. I think a lot of people underestimate how much extra damage that's going to be giving you. You're going to have a 3.4 times chain boost on your final hit, which is disgusting. It's disgusting, guys. It's disgusting. Shanks V2, love his splash art. Hopefully I can pull him. I have not been so lucky with my sugo-fests when it comes to pulling the latest legend, but of course I cannot be too greedy. Again, massive thank you to world government as well. Let's move on from Shanks to Zoro and Sanji. Actually, before we go on to Zoro and Sanji, this ties into one another. The thing with Shanks that I think a lot of people are questioning why he has such a strange captain ability, in that it's a type boosting class, type boosting captain instead of a class boosting captain, is that I think this Shanks is going to be the captain for a lot of new units that are coming in the future, and by that I mean dual units. Now, dual units can swap their types in the middle of a quest or a adventure, whatever you want to call it. So obviously Zoro and Sanji are both Dex and Psi units. You've also got Luffy and Ace, who are quick and strength units. Now in the future, we're definitely going to 100% have new dual units, and those dual units will allow for Shanks to be able to be boosting, for example, maybe he'll be boosting in and Psi units in the future. So in the middle of an adventure, you'll have 4 int units, and then you can swap out 4 of those int units into Psi units. So you have 2 int units and 4 Psi units. And I think that's pretty exciting stuff. So we'll just have to wait and see how it works out in the future. I believe we are going to get a lot more dual units that will synergize with the Shanks, and this is what the Shanks is there for. Right now, I would not say he is a very top tier legend in terms of captain ability. His special ability, of course, is one of the best in the game, 0.9 times, one of the highest boosts, but his captain ability probably not at the very top end. I would say slightly below the top end. So let's say there was an S tier, he would be an A tier, so let's put it that way. So if S tier was the highest, you've got like Lucy, maybe not Judge, you got Lucy, Luffy, Ace, Dofi V2 up there, and then maybe in A tier you'll have like Shanks V2. So that's my take on it. Let's move on to Zoro and Sanji. Now Zoro and Sanji, I've said for a long time, guys, that 3.25 times attack on the Japan server is average, and the last time I said that, I got a lot of people complaining to me saying that 3 times attack is not below average. And the reason why I say 3 times attack is below average, being below average is not a bad thing, by the way, guys, especially for a lot of the legends on Japan, because most of the 3 times attack legends are very tanky. You know, you've got Whitebeard, Zoro, Bartolomeo, they're all very tanky captains with a 3 times attack boost, which does not make them bad, although I will have to say Whitebeard is quite outdated at this point. But Zoro and Sanji dual unit, 3.75 times attack. That's right, a free-to-play unit, although it is in their dual form, but in their dual form, 3.75 times attack to Dex and Psi units. Both types orbs are beneficial, so Dex and Psi orbs count as beneficial. So that is a free-to-play unit with a flat 3.75 times attack multiplier. That's why I say 3.25 is now around average, because all the treasure map units are typically above 3 times attack multiplier as their captain ability, which is just flat out power creep. It's just flat out power creep. But as a single captain, guys, it is pretty interesting. These guys, -2 CD at the start of the adventure, so -2 cooldown, which is very, very good. If you have double Zoro and Sanji as the captains, you have -4 CD. With the sockets, cooldown sockets, you have -6 cooldown, which in my opinion is quite disgustingly strong. It's pretty good, but it goes a little bit you know, it's like a bit as a single captain. It's 2 times attack to Dex and 2.75 times to Psi if you're running with Sanji, and if you're running with Zoro, it's 2 times attack to Psi and 2.75 times to Dex. So Zoro is the Dex and Sanji is the Psi unit here. I am not sure what they do as their captain switch mechanic. For example, Luffy and Ace gets rid of a bunch of different debuffs on the individual unit and switches their orb into matching. With Smoke and Tashigi, it's something different. You heal some HP. And with Zoro and Sanji, we don't know exactly what they do yet, so we'll just have to wait and see. And the special is 30 times attack that bypasses defenses and barriers, and a 2.25 times orb boost to Dex and Sai and become Zoro and Sanji for 1 turn. Now, as a captain, I would say they're pretty strong. Not sure how many Dex and Sai units there are out there that synergize that well, but I'm pretty sure Time Skip Robin is a Dex and Sai 2x attack booster. In fact, I'm 100% certain that Time Skip Robin boosts Dex and Sai, and she's going to synergize with this unit perfectly well. So Dex and Sai, you got 1 Dex unit in that Time Skip Robin rare recruit who boosts by 2x attack for all Sai and Dex units, and you've obviously got the 2.25x orb boost to Dex and Sai and become Zoro and Sanji for 1 turn. So I can see this free-to-play unit with some rare recruit subs clearing a lot of content. So that's just something you just have to wait and see on. So 2.25x orb boost obviously is no joke. And the one downfall of this is that Zoro and Sanji only last for 1 turn. So the dual mechanic, they only become Zoro and Sanji for 1 turn, which is a little bit lackluster compared to the 3 turns of Luffy and Ace. I would prefer the 3 turns because obviously you want to have your unit, your dual unit, to be able to clear the mini boss stage and then move on to the boss stage. So we'll just have to wait and see how good this unit really is. But I think as a sub unit at the very least, they are pretty damn fantastic with a 2.25x orb boost. That's going to be useful in a lot of places, especially if you're just running a mono Dex or a mono Sai team. We'll just have to wait and see, guys. But let me know what you guys think of these 2 units. I personally think that the Shanks is very exciting. I'm very excited to see what the very good gurus of the game are able to come up with in terms of making teams with them. So thank you very much for watching, guys. That is my take on it. Let me know what you guys think. I will be, of course, replying to all comments in the comment section down below. I am sorry that part 2 of that sugo-fest for Luffy and Ace is still not out yet. Still need to do some filming, although I'm not sure at this point if I will be able to get it done within the next 2 weeks, because obviously, if you didn't know, I am going to Japan this weekend. So, and that's for 2 weeks, 2+ weeks. So I'll be gone for quite a long time, but hopefully I will be able to farm this Zoro and Sanji. I really do want them. If I can't, then unfortunately it is what it is. That is the first time I've said that this video. It is what it is. But memes aside, thank you very much for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think and have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye.